Hello, everyone. Well, if you were hoping for spooky weather for Halloween, we are certainly going to have it this year in Northwest Indiana. Cold, windy, and oh, yes, we're talking about snow as well. So let's break it all down for you. Starting at 7 a.m. Halloween morning. It does look dry in the region, but cold. Temperatures in the upper 20s. But the good news is in the early morning on Halloween, there's not going to be much wind, so no wind chill factor to worry about. I will mention if you're driving into Chicago, the snow is going to begin there first. So it's possible near the end of the morning commute, we could start to see a few flakes of snow show up in Chicago around 9 a.m. or so. I don't think it'll start to show up in Northwest Indiana, though, until about 10 a.m. And by 10 a.m., it's going to be breezy. Those gusts picking up to 20, 25 miles per hour. And during the afternoon, gotta call it flat out windy. And I think that's going to continue into the early evening hours as well, with gusts around 30 miles per hour being common. Now notice, still isolated snow showers and flurries 2 o'clock and maybe even 5 o'clock. The problem is, after 5 o'clock, it looks like snow chances going up just in time for trick-or-treating. And let's talk about snow and temperatures for trick-or-treating, because at 5 o'clock, when a lot of kids are going to be ready to head out the door and start the trick-or-treating, temperatures are largely going to be in the mid-30s in the region, maybe in a couple spots already low 30s. And the problem is it is not going to be feeling this warm because, again, through the early evening hours, we are still going to see those wind gusts around 30 miles per hour. So that means, what is it going to feel like? It's going to be feeling about 10 degrees cooler. It is going to be feeling like the mid-20s throughout trick-or-treating time, 5 o'clock in the afternoon until 9 o'clock in the evening. So be prepared and prepare the kids for the mid-20s. That is what it's going to be feeling like. And look at this. Latest model saying the snow may very well peak in Northwest Indiana at peak trick-or-treating time, 7 o'clock. There's a good chance that some light to moderate snow is going to be coming down in the region. Now, I also have to mention, you see that little bit of purple and green showing up because these temperatures, again, mainly in the mid-30s. I do think there is going to be a little bit of rain mixing in, but when you're talking about temperatures in the mid-30s, though a rain-snow mix is possible, it tends to be more snow than rain. So that's why I'm kind of stressing the snow, but I do have to mention a little bit of rain might be mixing in as well with these temperatures kind of hanging out in the mid-30s. Now notice at 9 o'clock when trick-or-treating is going to be winding down some, notice the peak over, but still a good chance of scattered snow showers in the region. And yes, a little bit of rain and still feeling like the mid-20s. Even though the winds will be coming down, it'll just be breezy now. By the time we get to 9 o'clock, it won't be windy anymore, but you're still going to notice the wind. It's still going to be feeling like the mid-20s. And guess what? We're going to keep going in time here because I think the scattered snow showers, and what does this look like? Yeah, we are talking about lake effect snow. And I do think it's going to continue through Tuesday night, the scattered snow showers. Again, light to moderate snow coming down. And what we're going to see, as we often do, is this activity come to an end from west to east. So let's talk about the Wednesday morning commute. Now, we will be past, I think, transitioning out of those scattered snow showers. By the time we get to the Wednesday morning commute, I think it's just going to be isolated snow showers and flurries with the best chance in Porter and LaPorte County. And I do think it's just in the early morning hours they're going to be dealing with some snow still in the region. Also, temperatures, yes, we're talking about maybe mid-20s in some spots. I think upper 20s, low 30s is going to be most common. Though it's going to be breezy throughout Tuesday night. By the time we get to Wednesday morning, not only is the snow going to be winding down, but there's not going to be much wind again. So you don't have to worry about a wind chill factor for Wednesday morning. And I do think by the late morning, by 10 a.m., chance of snow going away. So we're talking about a 24-hour window from 10 a.m. Tuesday morning to 10 a.m. Wednesday morning where snow is going to be possible in the region, with it probably peaking during the early evening hours on Halloween. So how much snow are we talking about? Well, it's not going to be the biggest snow we've ever seen in the region, but a pretty big snow for Halloween, because keep this in mind, since records began in the 1880s, it has only snowed in Northwest Indiana and Chicagoland 8 times on Halloween Day, just 8 times. So this is unusual. Now, for most in the region, a lot of us, we're talking about less than an inch when it is all said and done. I think that is definitely going to happen in Lake County, Newton County, Jasper County, and even for the southwestern portion of Porter County. But for northeastern Porter County, starting around Valparaiso, I do expect 1 to 2 inches. And across much of LaPorte County, we're expecting 2 to 3 inches. And I'm not going to rule out in a couple spots, and I would say the best chance is probably northeastern LaPorte County, seeing up to 4 inches of snow.